Hey everybody, welcome back to Spare Time. I am really excited to be putting up part 2 to the spider making tutorial. In this video we're going to be working on the sleeves, the gloves, the boots, and the mask. And before I start talking, rambling on and on, let's get to the video. Now we're going to work on the mask, glove, boots, and the arm piece. We're going to start off with the sleeve, so I took the sleeve, put it aside, and I'm going to take away the red piece for now, and we're going to work on the blue pieces. So what I did was I folded up the blue pieces to themselves with the rounded edges together, and we're going to sew the rounded edges first, and the straight edged ones are going to be connected to the red piece, so don't even bother sewing that one. So once I made everything was all flush and even, you should pin it down. I didn't, and it cost me a whole sleeve piece. I had to redo it. You don't have to, but it helps. And just sewing it down, and you're going to want to make sure that if you're using a sewing machine, you might want some more practice than I did. I got a lot of jams and a lot of tears, and it really sucked, and I had to replace this arm piece. But enough of me whining, we're going to get on to the regular video. And once it was all done and sewn, we have this arm piece right here, which is just the blue piece. And there is a difference in the curves right there in the arms, and that's just to tell which side's which for the red piece. Sewed up the red piece to the blue piece and made it all even and stuff, and awesome. And then now we have the sleeve, and I'm going to show you all where the seam lines are. There's one right there for the red, and if you're crazy enough you can use red and blue thread together, but I wasn't that crazy. Testing it on and make sure it fits. Now I'm taking the shirt piece and I'm turning the shirt piece inside out, and that's probably one of the hardest parts about this thing, is turning the shirt inside out. I cannot believe how difficult that was for me. Sorry, that was a bad joke. Anyway, I'm taking the shirt, I'm putting a safety pin in there, and I'm pinning it to the no, I'm taking the sleeve, sorry, and I'm going to pin it to the shirt. And a good way to line these up so they're all flush and even, is to line up these little seams right here, the arm seam, the suit seam, the shirt seam. That's hard to say, try saying that 10 times fast. And then you just sew them together. And I'm hand stitching this because I wanted to be really careful and really accurate with where I got these lines. I didn't want to go like, well, I wanted to be careful, that's all I'm trying to say. So I just went all the way around, and it's a good idea to do this and then to make sure it fits and try it on and stuff like that. But I didn't do any of that in the video. I'm just going to move straight on to the gloves. The gloves were pretty easy, you just sew up the edges, but I wanted to talk about the palm area right here. And there's a little seam right there at the palm, and that's supposed to go, you know, on the palm. And you just want to make sure that you get it on the palm for both of them, so you sew them the right way the first time, because redoing it sucks. So you just make sure you pin it together, try it on. I didn't, and I messed it up again. So I sewed it together, and this was a jam that I got just trying to start sewing the glove, and I ran into a lot of these, and it really sucks. So I pinned the palm piece to the other palm piece of the glove. That is a really weird word, palm piece. Pompous. Oh, never mind. Then I just sewed all the gloves together. Then I took the thumb piece after it was sewn. I put it right side in, and I sewed the thumb piece separately. And I'm going to sew it together now. I'm tucking it into both of the palms and kind of lining it up evenly. And now I'm sewing it. And I did put it right side in before I did this, so it wouldn't come out this stitching line showing through the glove. I did that once and it totally ruined it. Anyway, enough about my mistakes. I'm just kind of like messing with it as I go, just kind of making sure everything's even and everything. And I'm using right here, I think it was a backwards running stitch or a back running stitch. No idea what it's called, but I think I linked it in the description of the last video. And anyway, these are the gloves, and I had to make some adjustments to the left one, like the tips of the fingers weren't done right. I had to fix those, and the thumb piece wasn't it was too high, so I had to lower it. But they're pretty much done. Besides the webbing, they're pretty much done. Also had to tighten them, but that's it. Now we can move on to the boots, and the boots you're going to want to try on first with like some safety pins to see how tight you're going to need it. And yeah, I'm just sewing it together right there, and it is really straightforward. You just go down and around the toe area, and that's it. You're done with that. I'm taking the boot piece and I'm putting it right side in so I can try it on and try not to look like Dorothy from Wizard of Oz. But I'm going to show you how the boots look on me. And boom.
So this is what the boots look like, just pretty plain and simple. I had to tighten them, but enough about that. Let's go on to the mask. Final piece, let's keep it moving. I'm gonna put these two pieces together like so, these edges, and if you notice, I didn't, there's not a seam between the nose and the chin area. I put those together when I cut the fabric, so I didn't have to sew that. And I'm just sewing it all together like there. You just follow the curve lines. Not really much more to say. Following the back right here, you're gonna want to make sure that the neck piece isn't too tight, because this one was way too tight and it was really hard to get off. But the result of that was it fit really well. It didn't kind of fall off loosely and stuff. And the mask doesn't really look too much like Spider-Man right now, but I will be fixing that in the next video. And so, what's up? Now let me show you what the full costume looks like. Here's the glove, and here's the rest of the suit. Right now it just looks like some dork in a red and blue suit. Doesn't really look too much like Spider-Man. Well, I guess that's exactly what it is, a dork in a red and blue suit. Anyway, I just wanted to explain that I have full range of motion, fits really nicely, I can move really easily. No like stretches or anything. I can move up and down. I can do some cool Spidey poses, even though this isn't a Spider-Man suit yet. And right there, some good Spider-Man poses. I can move my arms freely. I can also do some punches. Punch, darn it, punch. Right there. And I don't know what else to say besides, the gloves and the boots, they kind of flop down easily, so I had to tighten them a little bit. But that's about it.
Okay, so we have the shirt, gloves, boots, and pants. So we have all this ready for the webbing design and eyes and all that great stuff, which we'll be putting into part 3. I'm also going to be putting another part on how to wash it so you can get up all that stuff. That kind of makes the fabric paint peel off. Basically the stuff in the fabric that makes the fabric paint peel off. You gotta wash it off. And I'm also going to be doing the face shells so you can look not like a dork in a costume. So that's all for part 3 we're going to do. I'll see you guys later. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and that's all the spare time I have. See you guys later.